Welcome back. This is the second session in our How to Raise a Reader workshop. In this episode, we are going to share our own journeys, our struggles with dyslexia, slow reading, and yes, even self-doubt. It is because of those experiences that it became our mission to help every child feel seen, supported, and connected through reading. We're three sisters living in different states, but united through writing. When we were raising our own kids, we didn't always have the tools that we needed. We stumbled, we worried, and we wished someone had said to us, here's how you can nurture reading connection and joy, even in the small moments. That's why we do this now. We don't want families today to feel the same frustration that we once did. We want you to feel equipped, encouraged, and excited about raising readers.
Let me share a story about my three sons. Two of them were hesitant readers, while the middle one devoured books. They were all equally raised with books, bedtime stories, and plenty of love. From as early as 3 years old, I noticed subtle signs of a learning difference, naive to what was really going on. It wasn't until elementary school that we uncovered the truth. Our oldest was in 4th grade and our youngest was just starting 1st grade when I began to understand the situation. I fought many battles with the school, special education teachers, and tutors, trying to help our son reach his full reading potential. Why the struggle? Because they simply believed the boys weren't smart. But after costly testing, we discovered something wonderful. They were not only smart, but gifted with high IQs and the incredible ability to think differently. They had the gift of dyslexia. Our goal now is to encourage you to start early preparation for literacy, recognize the signs of learning differences, and be a strong advocate for your child's success. Because once children fall behind, catching up without intensive support becomes much more difficult.
My story looks different. I've always been a slow reader. Not the kind of slow where you savor every word, the kind where you're still stuck in one sentence while the entire class is halfway through chapter 3. At home, my sister tore through books. Teachers compared me to her and I smiled while my stomach sank. I learned to fake it, memorize lessons, skim pages, watch movies, anything to keep up. I even got pulled out of class for special reading. Everyone knew what that meant. I wasn't advanced, I was behind. So I pretended. I never asked for help, I just wanted to blend in. It took years to accept my pace. To realize reading slowly doesn't mean being less smart, it means experiencing stories differently. Now I read what I love and at my pace, and I actually do remember more. And funny enough, my sister always thought I had the better imagination.
Carlene's story shows how challenges can come in many forms, even something as simple as reading at a different pace. My story is about a different challenge, shyness, and how I had to find my own courage to be heard. When I was little, I was so shy that reading out loud felt like standing on a stage with 1,000 eyes on me. My heart would race, my cheeks would burn, and I wished the teacher would skip me. But at home, I practiced quietly, reading to myself, or even to my stuffed animals. Little by little, the letters stopped being strangers and became friends. One day, when I read in front of a class, my voice didn't shake, and I was brave. That's what I learned. Being shy doesn't mean you can't be courageous. Every attempt made my voice stronger, and I'm proud of that little girl who never gave up.
So, why are we sharing this? Well, we don't want this to happen to your kid. Remember, every child learns differently. Just because one of your kids picks up reading early doesn't mean they all will. Some kids are wiggly when you try to read to them. Others might start avoiding books altogether. Those little behaviors, they're telling you something. You just have to pay attention. So watch closely. Notice how each child responds not just to reading, but to the whole learning process. Don't wait for a report card to be the first red flag. Ask questions. Talk to the caregivers and teachers. Get advice early, and don't assume that they'll just grow out of it. Finally, the sooner you understand your child's needs, the sooner you can help them feel confident and not hidden. In our next workshop, The Right Way versus the Wrong Way to Read, we'll show you how to transform story time using the SPARK method, a simple, playful way to build skills and joy at the same time. Because every child deserves to be seen, supported, and celebrated for how they learn best.